Hey guys, so I'm back again for another video. This will be my last for the day, but I'm going to be doing my May reading wrap up. And even though it is like the last day in May and I still maybe could finish a book, I'm doing it now because I don't have time to film for probably a week, give or take. So I'm going to be filming this now and I'm really excited to show you all the books I read. And I read a total of 10 this month, which I think is pretty good. It's pretty good. And I'm excited. So the first book I read was Underworld by Meg Cabot. This is the sequel to Abandon, and that was actually the last book I read of last year, so I'm very excited to have gotten back into the series. I started reading this in a readathon because I had so many readathons going for like I had 6 in a row, so that was like 6 weeks worth of readathons. But this sequel was really good. I enjoyed it. The story was getting really developed and the characters were getting really good, so I really liked it and it was fun. Then I read The Miniaturist by Jessie Burton. And I can't believe I finally finished this book. If you've been on my channel for probably more than like 6 months, you know I started this for a readathon like a while ago and I didn't enjoy it. And it's taken me 6 months to actually finish it because I kept putting it off. I kept reading something else, but I just felt such relief at finishing this goddamn book because it was just killing me because I just wasn't enjoying it. The characters were a bit boring. The plot wasn't really interesting me. The only parts of this book that were interesting were the magical realism parts, and it was just, I couldn't do it, and I finally did though. I finally did. It's just, I don't think I'll ever read this or think about this book again, but I finished it. I did something. The next book then I read was Awaken, also by Meg Cabot, and this is the final book in the Abandoned series, so I finished a trilogy. Happy about that. It's always good finishing series. It's just a good feeling, and it ended well. I liked the development in the story was so good, so interesting. I really enjoyed it, so I had so much fun reading this. Then I read A Lullaby by Amanda Hocking, and this is the second book in the Wake series, and it was really good. A lot more stuff was happening. The first book I really liked, but then I stopped for a while before I read this one. So another readathon book, but I really enjoyed this. It was really good, and it's really small too, so it was quite a quick and easy read, and I had fun with this, and it was really good. Then I read Magic Study and Fire Study by Marie V. Schneider, and oh my god, this series just got so intense by the end there. And I've got like another 5 books of her series to read, but I definitely loved these two. Such good story, and oh my god, Abbeyleec, Bay, getting it on. Love him so much, but definitely such a good series. Love the ideas of this book, and it's come so far from where it was at the beginning. And I just loved it so much, and I had so much fun with this, and it's just like, these books are so good, so good. Then I read A Court of Mist and Fury by Sarah J. Maas, and let me tell you, this book was just so amazing, and I love it so much. And if you want to see a lot more of my views, I made a really long book review that I'll link down below that you'll be able to watch and look at my feels and all my ideas. But just saying, I loved this book so much, and I was so glad I read it. And I read it quite slowly. Like, out of the month I spent a week reading this book, so I think that's pretty good considering I read 10 books in the other 3 weeks. But it's come so far from what I thought it would be and what would happen, and I enjoyed this so immensely, and so much was happening, and I just need the next book now. And I'm dying because like, the next book isn't here yet, but it should be. But it was just so good. I can't with this because it was so amazing. Then I read Alienated by Melissa Landers, and this was just such a cute little book, and it was such a good like alien-human romance, and so much was happening though, and just having foreign exchange students that are aliens I thought was really cool, and how people reacted to them, and just the story was so good, and I really want to get the next book now and read it, and I really enjoyed this. So good, love it. And the characters are great, and Abbeyleec was just like, they love him. Then I read What We Saw by Aaron Hartzler, and this book was just so powerful. I was just in awe of how amazing the author did with the writing and the style, and really getting the messages of this book out there, because it's a really sad topic, having a book like when you're reading, most of the time people want to get like happy love stories or happy really interesting fantasy worlds, but this book is about a rape case, and it's just about the ideas of if it really happened or whatnot, and having a small town divided and people divided, and just having the issues of what really happens when someone like does make accusations or does get raped. And it's just really really such a good book, and the writing was so great, and it was just such an amazing book, and it really brought to light those issues that are happening in the world. And it was a good book about like the rape culture that's happening nowadays, and it was based off a true story, and it was done really well, the writing, and just the writing was so good. I won't stop talking about that, but it's just... And the last book I read this month was Tidal by Amanda Hocking, and this is the third book in the Wake series. I'm kind of divided all over the place with my series, but I am going to try and finish this series next month, so I hope I get there. But I really liked the book. This story was really evolving into a lot more, and a lot more was happening, and it was really interesting, and so many plot points. I was just like, oh my god. But I really enjoyed it. So good, and it's such a good series. I love Amanda Hocking, and she just writes such good books, so love it. I'm also happy I again read my 2 TBR books for the month. I am reading them at the end of the month again though. I'm so bad. I just keep reading, and then I'll be like a week beforehand and be like, shit, I've got to read these. But I read both of them, and I really enjoyed both of them, so it was really good. So these are the 10 books I read. This is pretty much the same size of a stack of books I do in a book haul, but I wish I was having more stacks of books read than books I was hauling in. But I enjoyed most of these books. The Miniatures was probably the one that I was just really like, I didn't like. But definitely all good books. So here we are bringing the love heart in. And as you can see, I read 10 books and I bought 12. I failed again. Last month, I beat it by 1. I wish I could have it that I didn't buy any books for 1 month. I need a book buying ban, but I don't have control over what I do, but it's not as bad. 1 month I think I had like 20 books and I only read like 9, and I was like, whoa, no, but still trying to get better. And for the exciting part of the video is my TBR bin. So what 2 books am I going to attempt to read this month, so I give it a good shake, and I'm excited. This is always so much fun because like you never know what you're going to get with this. So, let me just... it won't let me pick it. There's 1. And there's 2. So let's look. So the first book is Between the Lines by Jodie Puckelaert and Samantha Van Leer. I'm excited to read that book. I think it's going to be really great. And Never Never by Brianna R. Shrum. These are 2 books that I'm really excited about reading. They're 2 just awesome books, and awesome. I'm excited. This is a good month. I got 2 really good books. But anyway guys, thanks for watching my wrap up video, and I'll see you later. Bye!